All right.
Yo, yo, yo.
Coming to you live from Philly. It's the Paulie and Tony Fusco Show.
Yo.
As always, Paulie Fusco here with Tony Fusco. And Tony, today it's a special presentation of the Paulie and Tony Fusco Show because we are about to reveal our top 10 all-time playoff performers. Now, other shows, hosts right now would, waste time bantering about whatever metrics they use to create their stupid list. We're not going to waste time with that bullshit, are we, Tony?
No. You can trust that this is all based on scientific data and analytical analysis. So just sit back, enjoy, and also learn.
Exactly. So here we go. Let's get into it. Without further ado, our list of all-time playoff performers starting at number 10.
Top 10.
All right, kicking off our list at number 10.
Number 10.
Obviously, you gotta go with Michael Jordan.
Obvious choice.
Michael Jordan, he was good and all, but whatever. He played in an era when you'd only had to win a best of 5 in the first round. He had it easy. So because of that, we gotta hold it against him in the metrics, right, Tony?
Yeah, Michael Jordan had a 3-day work week. And if you look at the NBA as a business, which it is, you'd have to consider him a part-time employee. And therefore, it isn't fair to the other full-time employees.
Absolutely. Great point, Tony, and well said. Let's move on to our number 9 all-time playoff performer.
Number 9.
Tim Duncan. Sure, all right, he won 5 rings, we'll give him that. But the category here is playoff performers. And, that means we have to count the most important metric that measures quality of performance. And that, of course, is TV ratings. And the TV ratings for the Spurs were unbelievably low. Bottom of the barrel, right, Tony?
Of course. The Spurs had the lowest TV ratings of any NBA champion. Do you know that in 2003, when they faced the Nets in the finals for the second time, that last game got beat by a rerun of Reba? Not good.
Wow. Just terrible. That says it all, doesn't it, Tony?
Yep, sure does.
All right, number 8 all-time playoff performers.
Number 8.
Of course, you got to go with LaMelo Ball. And, you may say, LaMelo Ball has never won a playoff game. But as we've explained numerous times on this show, when you do an all-time list, you have to consider the past, but you also have to consider the future. Isn't that right, Tony?
Absolutely. All time means all of time. So that means we have to take into account what LaMelo has done, but also what he is going to do. And when you project based on his current performance, he's already won 8 championships in the late 2020s into the 2030s as well.
Wow. Unreal stats there from LaMelo Ball. Total domination for decades. All right.
Number 7.
An easy choice here, Tony. Shawn Kemp.
No brainer.
Yeah, he never won a title, but that's because he lost to Michael Jordan, who was well rested after that 3-game bullshit first round.
Yep.
But, you have to look at the most important area of the game, which was his performance in NBA Jam. Isn't that right, Tony?
Of course. You're right again, Paulie. People say you shouldn't count NBA Jam, but of course you should. It was based on real-life NBA stats like dunk power. Shawn Kemp not only had a lot of dunk power, but if you took a shot with him from the opposite side of the court with no time left, it would almost always go in. And it didn't matter whether he was on fire or not.
So true. Great points all around, Tony. And let's get to number 6. All-time playoff performers.
Number 6.
A legend, Dwight Howard.
The best.
People say LeBron and AD won the championship with the Lakers. No!
Please.
They were together a season before that. They didn't win. Then Dwight Howard comes along in 2020, comes to town, and
Done
boom,
deal.
championship. You don't even need to explain any more there, do you, Tony?
Nope. End of story. Move on.
All right, that will take us to number 5, another big man, even bigger man.
Number 5.
Of course, we're talking about Luke Longley. You know, when you look at those 90s Bulls, people, if you want to find the most impactful player, all you got to do is ask yourself one question. Who's the tallest? Right, Tony?
Absolutely. 7-2. Luke Longley winning the tip-off. Winning those jump balls. The deciding factor. You know, you can't score baskets if you don't have possession of the ball. And how do you do that? Tip balls, jump balls.
Wow.
Luke
Terrific
Longley.
analysis there, Tony. And you know, this is also why I have zero respect for the Warriors.
Please.
You know, puny. Who wants to watch those games? You know, they're so tiny. The other night, you know, I had to sit close to my TV just to be able to see what was going on. I wanted to pull out a magnifying glass. I couldn't see who was who. They're so tiny.
It's terrible. You know, the founding fathers of basketball based the game on one important principle, that tall people are better than short people. In fact, it shouldn't be called basketball. It should be called basket tall because it's for tall people.
You know, when you put it that way, Tony, it makes a ton of sense. And, you know, I don't want to divert from our list here, but, you know, I got to say, you know, we were at Six Flags the other day. And, you know, remember we were about to board that coaster, and we saw that sign, must be this tall, the board. And you know what I've been thinking about since then, Tony? I've been thinking
What's that?
They should have a sign like that in the NBA. Must be 60 inches or taller to enter. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah, good idea. That would solve everything.
Yeah, see, you get solutions on this show, too.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. All right, let's get it to number 4 on our list.
Number 4.
The legend himself, Allen Iverson. Now, you may be thinking, you know, wait, I thought Allen Iverson's small. You don't like small people. Yeah.
Different.
But, you know, Allen Iverson had the cojones to drive to the hoop. He wasn't scared.
did.
Meanwhile, Steph Curry, he's 50 feet from the hoop because he's so scared.
That's why he learned to shoot from so far away, so he wouldn't get to the basket and get stomped like a mosquito, or like that guy Newman from Jurassic Park.
Exactly. You know, in AI, he did it all, right?
Yeah.
You know, when people remember the 2001 NBA Finals, they barely even remember who won. All they remember is Game 1, that 40-point performance. Because the series, that set the tone, right, Tony?
Yeah, that was the tone setter. And while that other team, I think it was the Lakers, may have won the series, the tone had already been set. And once that tone is set, you can't change it.
Absolutely not. Terrific analysis by you, as always,
Thank you.
Tony. And that leads to number 3 on our list.
Number 3.
No surprises here. Brook Lopez. You know,
No-brainer.
when you talk about the heroes of that 2021 Milwaukee Bucks championship team, you have to talk about the heart and soul of that team, Brook Lopez. You know, as we all know in basketball, it's not what you do in the playoffs, it's what you don't do in the playoffs. Isn't that right, Tony?
Absolutely. Brook Lopez came to the Bucks and said, I'm not going to shoot or play as much so I can help you win a championship. In fact, the less I'm on the court, the better. And that is the move of a true champion.
So beautifully said, Tony, and so beautifully done by Mr. Brook Lopez, which leads to number 2 on our list.
Number 2.
Of course, Mr. Joel Embiid. It's the game-winning 3 to beat the Raptors, the definition of clutch, which, you know, basically sealed the title right there. You could see it.
Yep.
In fact, according to the advanced statistical model that Tony made on his computer, the Sixers right now are a 99.8% lock to win the title.
Yeah.
Now, of course, we did have to factor in the news about Joel Embiid's, thumb injury there. So that unfortunately lowered it to 99.79%.
Yeah.
But talking about titles, he already won the scoring title. And that is a title, right, Tony?
Absolutely. Basketball is measured by how many points you put in the basket. That's why it's called basketball.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, if the Sixers win that NBA title, quote unquote, that would be great and all. But, the scoring title is more impressive than an NBA title,
Absolutely. That's the true measure of greatness. When people ever mention how many titles someone's won, I always assume they're talking scoring titles.
Naturally, you've got to, of course.
Yeah. The other day, some Shamul said to me, Allen Iverson never won any titles. And I said, what do you mean? He won 2 scoring titles, asshole.
Yeah, and meanwhile, who only has 1 scoring title? LeBron James. That says it all, doesn't it?
That says it all
he's
right there.
He's passing the ball, distributing, like a socialist. Anyway, Embiid, let's just put a button on this, Tony. Embiid's already won a scoring title. That's got to count. He's about to win an NBA title. If you win 2 NBA titles, which that is, in the same season, you've got to be top of this list, right, Tony?
Yeah, we do know Michael Jordan did it too. But again, that was with the 5-game first round. So you have to deduct points for that and give the edge to Joel Embiid.
You absolutely have to. And all right, here we go, Tony. We've made it all the way to the top of our list.
Yeah.
So we're going to reveal our number 1 all-time
Drum
playoff
roll.
performer. Drum roll, please. Here we go. The number 1 all-time playoff performer. Well, again, sorry, but no surprises here. Dr. J. Julius Erving.
No brainer.
And we'll just make this quick, people. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Brook Lopez. Yet they've only won in the NBA.
That's right.
That's nothing. Dr. J has won in the NBA and the ABA, making him the only person to win titles in both leagues.
Conversation over. Nothing else to add.
I don't even know what you say there. It's just,
Nothing.
It's too great of an achievement, and that's why he is the number 1 player of all time. Playoffs are no playoffs when you think about it, Tony. And there's our list. Great work, Tony. By the way, our top 10 all-time playoff performers list was brought to you by Joe's A Bank Suits. Hey, are you looking for the finest in men's suits? Well, why the fuck are you wasting your money doing that? Go down to Joe's right now. He'll give you 10 suits for $39.
Yeah. I bought a new suit there straight off the rack for $350 the other day. And well, I don't want to go into detail about my personal life because that would be unprofessional. But let's just say I'm very happy with the results, and the ladies of South Philly are even happier. Thank you, Joey.
Yup. All right, there you have it. A special presentation of the Paulie and Tony Fusco show, and we're going to wrap it right there.
Oh,
and
wait.
Oh, Producer Jay.
Producer Jay, if it isn't
What?
a 20 billion person on the list of playoff performers, what?
Number 1, Dr. J isn't the only player to win ABA and NBA titles.
Yeah,
he is.
No, there were others, like Rick Barry, just to name one.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm going to Rick Barry you in my backyard.
Yeah. I'm gonna rick your head off and feed it to my dog.
Yeah, enough
Now
out
that's
of you.
it.
That's it.
No more. We're done.
Number 2,
What?
you said players should be at least 60 inches tall to play in the NBA.
Definitely.
All right, well, Steph Curry, he's 6'3". He's 75 inches tall. All NBA players are taller than 60 inches.
Oh, yeah? Well, you're going to be 60 inches deep in my backyard.
Yeah. and my dog isn't even going to bother to dig you up. Now that's it.
Enough out of you. Enough.
Yeah, no more.
Last one.
What?
Ugh.
You know, you also mispronounced the name of the sponsor.
No.
It's not Jose Bank. The Joe's is short for Joseph. It's Joseph A. Bank.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're short on the time you have left to live.
Yeah, I'm going to take you to a bank, a river bank, and drown you.
Yeah.
Now, that's it.
Yeah, by the way,
Paulie, let's wrap it up.
I got great news for you, Jay. We used our connections, got you a new job at CNN Plus, and you start Monday. So good luck.
Congratulations.
All right. Anyway, that does wrap our special presentation of the Paulie and Tony Fusco Show. And hey, don't forget, subscribe on YouTube. You know, follow us on TikTok and Twitter. You know, listen to us on Apple. We're all over the place. Apple,
We're all over.
Spotify,
We're everywhere.
Total domination. Anyway, great job as always, Tony.
Same to you, Paulie. Another flawless show.
There you go. We'll see you, people. Bye.
See ya.